Hi guys, welcome back. If you're new here, I'm Nessie. Mama and Papa Gnome are complaining about all the dirty dishes in their sink. I'm helping out by making a dish rack and dish brush so they can wash the dishes. I'm using paper covered floral wire and I drew the 3 shapes I need to make on post-it notes. The shapes are the templates I'll bend the wire against to make sure I get the pieces as close to the same size as possible. The wire is easy to bend and I just pin it in place with my fingers as I shape it. I cut it with wire cutters, but I'm sure a sturdy pair of scissors would probably do the job too. I'll need 8 of these wonky W pieces. Shape number 2 is an elongated U and I want 3 of these. For the final shape I made a square. I only need 1 of these. It will be the top frame for the wire dish rack. Make sure you leave enough of the wire that you can overlap it a bit at the ends where you cut it. Take the square piece and super glue the overlapping ends together. Because it's paper covered wire, you might get away with wood glue or tacky glue if you have the patience to wait for it to dry. I don't, so I'm super gluing everything here. Now one by one add the W's by adding a drop of glue to the insides of the square frame and position the W in place until it's set. A pair of pliers helps hold the W's close together. You maybe want a 1/8 of an inch gap between each W and have all the W's at one end of the rack. The U's go at the other end grouped together. I'm just finishing off adding the U's now and trying not to glue the rack to my fingers. A trick I figured out doing this was to make the W's and U's slightly wider than the square frame so they will sit snugly in position and get better contact with the glue. So now we have the bumpy bit for the plates and the flat bit for the utensils, but the edges of the wires are a little uneven. So I will cut them off with wire cutters. It's cute, but it looks rusty, so let's paint it white, although of course your dolls might prefer a different colour, and that's absolutely fine. You could leave it at that if you're happy with it, and it looks cute enough, but I'm neurodivergent and the way things feel to touch is a big deal for me, so I gave it a coat with Dimensional Magic to make it feel nice and smooth and adds that powder coated sense to it. What good is a dish rack without a brush to scrub the dishes clean with? I'm using a popsicle stick for the handle. The scrubber is so tiny I'll be able to make 2 out of this piece of popsicle stick. I traced around a template and then cut it out with a craft knife and sanded the edges smooth. Don't forget, a full list of all the materials used in this video is in the description below. And while you're at it, check out the link to my Nessie Monster merch, where you can buy the cute designs I've created on stickers, t-shirts, mugs, phone cases and more. For the bristles, you could use the bristles from an old paintbrush, but I couldn't find my sacrificial brush, so I'm using a piece of jute rope. I add a generous dot of wood glue to the brush head. You want the glue to grab all those bristles. I cut about a 1/4 of an inch piece off a couple of rope strands and tried to firmly press one end of it into the glue. Cut longer than you think you need. It makes it easier to handle the bristles at the stage. The bristles might need a little encouragement to sit in the right place. The problem with using this rope is some of the strands want to twist a little, but if you don't mind that overly used look to an old brush, it's all good. Once you finally get the bristles in position, leave them to dry. Don't be like me, stop playing with it and leave it be. Here's the dish brush looking like a hot mess, but that's nothing a good trim won't fix. When the glue's good and dry, carefully trim down the bristles to the desired length. Take your time, you don't want to accidentally cut them too short. Very cute, even if I say so myself. However, if you wanted a coloured handle on your brush, I recommend painting the handle before gluing on the bristles and finishing off with a coat of Dimensional Magic after adding the bristles. Now let's see what the gnomes think. If you've enjoyed this video, I'd really appreciate it if you hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Ring the notification bell so you don't miss out on any new uploads, and leave a comment because I'd love to hear from you. It really helps my channel to grow. If you want to share your own crafty ideas and projects, join my Facebook page called Nessie Monster Crafts. We have Fun Day Fridays where we can all show off our latest works in progress. If you can afford it, please consider buying me a coffee. Links for both my Facebook group and coffee account are in the description below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!